Lads, Seriously Vlog here, and welcome to yet another episode, a new episode of the transfer talk. I was meant to be uploading this video tomorrow, as I was meant to be going out tonight, but I'm going out tomorrow instead, so I decided to upload this video tonight, or at least record it tonight, tonight being Tuesday. So if I miss out any big transfers that have happened, because I upload it tomorrow, and I miss out transfers that happen like Wednesday morning or Tuesday night, and that's because it's Tuesday at about 8 o'clock. So just clear that up so I don't get accused of missing out any big things. I'm going to start with some Charlton transfer news. Actually, a fairly surprising amount of done deals, or two, but that's very surprising for Charlton to actually have that many deals done already in this early in the transfer window. First of which is I'm going to remember this name, Ajdurovic. I'm going to guess on that. He's a Swedish midfielder from Standard Liège. Obviously, Standard Liège share owner are also owned by the same man who took us over earlier this month. So therefore, a link up is going to be used as Watford's link up was Udinese was used. Maybe not to that extent, because I don't want like 11. I don't want the whole starting 11 of Standard Liège players, but one or two will be nice because they're quite a good team in the Belgian Pro League. And it's I'm just going to call him Ajd. Alright, I'm going to go that Ajd. Ajd is like, it looks like a play for the Liverpool youth academy team, as well as Leicester when Powell was there. So Powell, in terms of Powell bringing in players that he's played with or worked with at Leicester, that has a good history. Well, there's only one I can think of off the top of my head, that's Kogan, and he's our best player at the moment. So and Powell's, he's not as much as I don't rate his kind of in-game tactics and stuff like that. His kind of tactical decisions that are very good. I would say that much. He's very good in the transfer market when given the money, and that is one thing that Chris Powell is good at. His decisions and tactics not as good, but you know, it's just the fact that he can get in a few good players and he knows what players to get is a good thing, and that's where advantage of like players that have only recently retired comes in. Say go to a club and they see this young player coming up when they're just about to retire, and they're like, yep, he's good. They become manager, and they're like, you know, I can sign him, and they can probably sign him on quite a cheap deal, as they might not be as highly rated as you might think. I believe he signed up for a guy on loan. 24 years old he is, so it's very possible that he's fallen out of favour at Standard Liège and could be willing to sign permanently come the summer. But that can only tell. Another player, another deal that's just gone through today is a French goalkeeper, also from Standard Liège on loan, called Ferran. A bit easy to pronounce. I don't really know much about this guy. I don't know why I particularly would sign a goalkeeper. We've got two good goalkeepers in my opinion. You know, I like Hamer personally. I really do. I think he's a really, really good goalkeeper. Inconsistent, but a good goalkeeper nonetheless. Anik is a very good goalkeeper as well. So I don't quite understand bringing a goalkeeper, but you know, if that's what the club, the new owner, feel we need, then I'm willing to go. Now for three kind of players that we've been linked with. First, Elliot Grandin from Crystal Palace. He was signed at Crystal Palace in the season after Holloway worked with him at Blackpool. Hasn't really broken into first team and wants first team football. He's also been linked, as well as us, he's been linked with Sheffield Wednesday and a couple of Turkish clubs. Again, but I don't really see the point in signing a centre mid. We've already signed 8, and I wanted. They got me our weakest position. We've got Johnny Jackson, we've got Dale Stevens who can perform his out, we've got Jordan Cousins. So it's not our weakest position. Really, we need to be looking to kind of improve up front, and that's really our weak position at the moment. But you know, again, I'm going to put my trust in Powell, the new owner. Next kind of rumour was Cameron Stewart on loan 6 months. That loan ended on the 1st of this month. He's now looking for a permanent move to us. I believe it's going to be permanent. As well as he's also looking at Leeds, who are our main rivals. It looks like more likely to be Leeds as it is. But we're reportedly looking to make a bid just to try and get him away from Leeds at the last second. But at the moment, it looks like he's going to sign for Leeds by the end of this week. I'll be honest, I'm not really fussed because I don't rate Stewart that highly. I see that he is a quality player, but he's just not consistent enough. You know, he has like 1 or 2 good games every few. You know, and you need to have, if you're going to stay up, you need to have consistency, and you don't have that. You know, Kern and Solly's been injured all season, so we don't have much consistency at all, which is a huge problem when it comes to trying to survive in this league. And the next one is, I know I'm just going to, you know, people are like, what, this is so realistic, it's never going to happen. I'm just reporting on what I've kind of heard and what I've seen. Apparently, Aidan McGeady on his way home. As much as I doubt that, you know, I really can't. As much as I'd love that to happen, apparently 3 mil for Aidan McGeady. With him being linked to Premier League clubs, you know, Everton aiming for him, I don't see why he would sign for Charlton. I know he wants to return to England, but why, when he's at Premier League quality, when he's a Premier League player, would he drop down to the Championship? That's amazing. So I don't know. It's just what I've heard. I'd love it if it did happen, but I generally can't see it happening. So on to kind of other news that isn't Charlton. There's not really much in terms of done deals so far this transfer window, which you expect. It's only the 7th, I believe. So it's not hard to believe that there's not too many deals that have gone through. A lot of rumours involving, obviously, Man United need to improve their squad as they're not having the best of seasons, and they've been linked with a number of players. Costa, who, you know, names obviously to rejoin David Moyes, Ika Gundogan or Gundogan or Gundo, I don't know, I think it's Gundogan, I believe is how you pronounce it, and Fabio Coentrao. Obviously they're looking for a left back. Obviously ever aging, he's not that bad, but obviously you want to sign a new centre back. Baines isn't the youngest, he's like 28, 29, I believe. Coentrao's fairly young, I think he's about 24, 25. So obviously looking to sign a new left back, which I don't think is a bad call for them. In terms of Diego Costa, I don't think Man United really need a striker. To be honest, they've got Chicharito, they've got Welbeck, they've got Van Persie, they've got Rooney. A striker is one of the positions they don't need, but one position they absolutely do need is a central midfielder. I think will be ideal for them. I really do. I think Gundogan will be a top class player if he actually does sign for them. Do I think he'll sign? Probably not. I think he'll stick with Borussia Dortmund. But with the outgoings in terms of Lewandowski, and as it is a big one, that is a big done deal actually, Lewandowski to Bayern Munich. I believe that's a done deal. I'm pretty sure it's done. But in terms of those outgoings, like Roos expected to go, it wouldn't be surprised if Gundogan kind of jumped ship while he's still afloat, if you know what I mean. And I mean, he could be a game changer for Man United. He could easily, maybe not win them the league, but get them top, make sure they get top 4 place, and then maybe move on to challenge for a title next year. And Gundogan is a top class player. Diego Costa also linked with Arsenal. I'll go back to that. Arsenal, it would be an ideal signing for them because they do need a striker. That's probably one of the only positions that they do need to improve on. A striker, and maybe a left back. This is done alright. Monreal's done alright, but nothing special. So maybe a left back, but definitely a striker. Giroud, I don't dislike Giroud. I don't think he's quite good enough in my opinion. Even him being injured, and then that's just a whole other story. I don't really got any strikers left, have they? Because they've got Bentner's injured, I believe. Walcott's injured now. Giroud's injured. Even Sanugu. So in desperate need of a striker to kind of put more depth in that position. Also, Jordan Rhodes possibly going to Stoke is a very believable transfer, very good transfer. I mean, every time I've seen Jordan Rhodes, he hasn't been brilliant, like in terms of seeing him against Charlton. But he is a goal scorer and he knows what a goal is, so it won't be a bad signing for Stoke, who have been struggling to score goals this season. Also, reportedly Zaha going to Cardiff for a loan spell. Again, this won't be a bad move for Cardiff, Man United, and Zaha. That's Zaha's not getting played. Cardiff need this kind of just a player who's going to run with the ball and make defences think about options. So it'll be a good signing for Cardiff as well. Another loan of a kind of a good prospect is possibly Sterling to Swansea. Obviously, Sterling started to break into the team, but he never really got into the like Sturridge and Suarez and so a move to Swansea won't be a bad move for him. Last kind of rumour of the video, because it's starting to get a bit long, is Anderson, Man United's Anderson, the Brazilian, to Fulham. Again, it's hard to say that because you haven't seen him play in so long. I would say it'd be an amazing signing based on what I remember from when he was playing. But who end up being a player again, regain that form. I'm listening to the guys. Please leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and see you later, guys. Cheers.